All right, what is up, everybody? It is Sunday, and that means it is working on app stuff time. App stuff. Oh, yeah. We got some SwiftUI today, and I am working with some MapKit because I need to put MapKit in a view and do a few things here with it. And then I thought, why not do this on the stream for you all? So give me a second here, just getting started. All right. Feel free to ask questions in the chat room. We always have an awesome chat room when we're doing these streams. Love you all. You're fantastic. And let's get on with this. Okay, so what do we got here? So right now I got an empty SwiftUI view, and all I've done is import MapKit, because if you don't do that, you ain't going to get very far. All right, hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. What we need to do here, here's the goal that I've got. And I don't know how far I'm going to get here. I've got limited stream time today, but I'm hoping to give you all at least a couple of hours. We'll see how it goes. Or until I get this feature finished, which could be 10 minutes, because awesome, right? So what are we doing? I need to get a map to fill this view. I also want to be able to place some annotations on the map. I've done this already in a sort of standalone test scenario to make sure I could do what I needed. But now I need to do this here in this view, because this view is part of a tab view for a bigger application here. And I'm not going to get into too much details as to what the application needs to do, because this is for a client and I don't really want to give away the details at this stage. But I do want to clean my glasses, because if I can see the screen, well, that's probably going to work out better for us, right? We all know how enough trouble I have as it is with the coding. Uh-oh, Coco types in the chat room. Watch out, everybody. He wants hot sauce. And I made sure, Coco type, there is not a single bottle of hot sauce anywhere in this house. So tough luck, buddy. Hope you recovered. Hope you're doing well. Hey, I want to mention just quickly, I got a new podcast episode out last night. So go to compileswift.com/podcast, in which Coco host, what the hell? Coco type does make an appearance, at least as far as being mentioned. So you should go check that out. And if you didn't see, I'll say it again here. I said it on the podcast. If you didn't see Coco type stream on Friday, oh boy, you got to go check it, because that was a hell of a lot of fun at Coco type's expense, basically. My own treachery is here as well. My own treachery says hot sauce. How hot exactly? Cocoa sauce. Yeah, there you go. My own treachery, buddy. I'm gonna have to make a highlight of Coco Type's stream towards the end. Is all I'm gonna say. Oh man, I hurt and I wasn't even doing anything. I'll let Coco Type fill you in, but oh geez, that was a lot of fun. So yeah, we should. I think he should have a round 2. Just say it. All right, so we got our MapKit we're going to do here. So right now, just got the view with the text, right? We've imported MapKit. I'll be honest, I can't remember everything I did. So I am going to be using, of course, Hacking with Swift, right? I should have put in place what Coco Type had, where you could spend bits to... Oh, actually, let's do that in the future. I'll have to get with Coco Type on this, where you can ban me from using Hacking with Swift and Swift Overflow. All right. Yeah, get this, folks. Coco Type's last breath on this planet was almost on Friday. 2.1 million Scoville for the last one. I got to give him credit. Wow. No chance in hell that I could ever do that. All right, remember, English guy, right? I start to sweat just at the thought of tomato sauce. Tomato sauce, Heinz 57, tomato sauce. I'm like, whoo, whoo, whoo. Even Caesar dressing or balsamic vinegar. I'm like, whoa. My own treachery says he was going to log into his stream, but unfortunately, oh no. Oh, my own treachery. I am so sorry, buddy. Oh, it just keeps going, doesn't it? Well, let's hope he gets better soon. I hope so. And hopefully you and everyone else is getting over that and you're feeling better about it. You must be feeling better, because I noticed you put a chat comment in our chat for our community game that you've been going crazy with coding. So either you're completely just delusional and sick, in which case that's usually helps my coding, or you're getting better. I hope you're getting better. Okay, so we've got our map. Now, at the moment, of course, there's nothing on the screen here. So what we need to do is we're going to go in and we're going to put our map right now. The way this works, just so you'll know, is you can put a map in here, but of course, you know, it's not going to do anything out of the box. It's probably going to complain when I do this, right? Because what it wants is a region. Now, what's it asking for here? This is the region that you want to display, right? So most common example here would be, right, when you pull up a map on your iPhone, iPad, whatever it is, probably iPhone though, right? When you pull that up, by default, it's going to pull up your location, right? You're going to be the center of your world, which is exactly what you should be. Now, when it does that, it's using Location Manager to say, hey, you know what? I need to create a location here, and I want to use the location of this device, right? The GPS coordinates of this device, or on Wi-Fi, but realistically, it's probably going to be GPS, and make that the center of the world on the map view, right? So we do that. We get our location. We set that as our region, and then we pipe that region into our map here. So we got to set that up, right? But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to keep, I'm going to sort of pseudo set up the location as I work through this, and we're going to get the map up and running. We're going to feed it some stuff, and then we will make it use the proper location. And I don't know if I'll get to it in this stream, but there's another tab that feeds the information into this screen, and that'll make more sense when we get there, if we get there in this stream. So for right now, though, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to borrow again from Hacking with Swift here. Saved us a little trouble, right? Now at the moment, his one that he's got here has London, but this will serve just to get this up and running, and then I'll fix this up with, like I said, the proper stuff, right? So we've got a private variable here, state, of course, right? We're going to set up this coordinate region here, the lat long, and in here, right? So we can now just go map region, and I'm not sure if that's going to work in Xcode. Let's try it. Let's have a look here. Oh, sorry, my bad. That was me. Let's try it. Let's power this up here. Okay, so there we go. So we've got a full screen map view, almost full screen. Get to that in a second. With London. That was easy. Done. Let's just end the stream right there, right? Now, out of the box, you do get, if I can do this, hang on, let's see if I can do this here in the simulator. Yeah, so you can drag around, pinch and zoom, and so on and so on, right? You're going to get all that out of the box because that's all part of MapKit. And I'm way behind on the chat. Hold on one second here. Coco Type, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it for the resubscribe, I think, for you. Yeah, thank you. You missed everything you said to me. Ads. Oh, I forgot about that. Okay, my own treachery. We were. I can't remember. Oh yes. Yeah. We hope the sun's getting better, and hope that you're getting better too. I was saying that I know that you mentioned in the Slack chat for our community game, you've done a whole bunch of refactoring for our code. Sorry, that's what I said. It looked like he triggered an ad play a minute ago. I think he does I think he's actually manually triggering the ad plays just so he doesn't have to see my bad coding, and who could blame him, right? You know, he probably doesn't want me to argue or disagree with what he said. yeah, you know, what can I say? It's the power of the stream. Okay, so let's go ahead and stop this, right? So here you go. You can see, right, our location is being the center of our world. But what what I want for this view here is I want it to ignore the safe area. I want it to be the whole screen like that, right? Because, and we'll check this when it gets in the tab view, but this is pretty much the way I want this to work. I want this to be full screen, right? Of course, you're going to get the status bar for the device and everything at the top, but everything else on this, the view in this map screen here is going to be essentially annotations and, you know, the map points. You've seen them, I'm sure, if you've used the map app. So we need to get that in there as well. That's going to be something. Give me 1 second here. Okay, so that's going to be a thing, right? Again, the whole point of this is we're going to feed some data into this view on this tab from a different screen, which is going to be fun, but that's kind of an important part for this app, right? The map is kind of the whole thing here. So now that it's ignoring the safe area, if I go ahead and run it again, you'll see that basically, right, no surprises, right, the whole thing comes up here like so. All right. So this map region, when we come into this view, we'll be able to set this, and the whole thing's going to get triggered on there. Now I have another developer I'm working with who's working on the business layer and the model for this, so they will probably be writing some Swift code. More than likely, they have to, otherwise they wouldn't do anything. They're going to be writing some Swift code that'll give me what I need here for this, along with my list. And hopefully they're working on that. If you're watching the stream right now, you know who you are. Everyone's like, oh, who is it? Right? Yeah, so that's that. Okay, great. Well, this is going a lot quicker than I had hoped. Now, along with this though, right? So we added it to the map, right? Now, going along here though, because you know, again, I'm just gonna use Paul's here as an example because it's such a good example. Why wouldn't you, right? There's you can have these these locations that you can set here, right, for our annotations. So you can see, like, for example, what he's got here is this locations is an array of locations, right? So it's an annotation, right? So again, you know, we're just going to borrow this here, but I'll be changing this out once we've got this working. I just want to get this working quickly, but what I'm going to do here is we're going to make a new folder, a new group, sorry, we'll call it models. And then in here, I'm going to put a new file. We'll just make it a Swift file. And we're just going to call this, we'll just call it, well, I don't really want to call it annotation. We'll just call it location annotation for now. I'm going to keep it generic until I come up with a better name later on. But that this also will make it a lot easier for everybody else working on this code to know what's going on there, right? And then in there, we're just going to put this for now, right? We'll just put this in name, ID, name and coordinate. And if I remember rightly, I think I'm going to have to import MapKit. Does MapKit take care of this one for me? Let's see. It does. Okay, great. We'll have to bring Location Manager into play here eventually, but not for this. So that's the model, very basic model here, right? Describing my annotation. And for now, again, we'll just borrow this array so that they show up here. And we're just going to put this directly in here. That's fine. This won't exist here eventually. Again, at least we know that these two places are in fact in London. I know, I've been there, trust me. It's real. Oh, sorry, hang on. My own treachery says, I've decided I hate programming. Well done. You've made it to that level at last. I keep learning new things, which means the old stuff I did wasn't an ideal approach, and then going back and changing everything to work better can be such a nightmare. I blame Cocoa Type's kids. Yeah, I blame Cocoa Type's kids as well. Yeah. So the good news is, my own treachery, When I read your note earlier, this occurred to me. Yeah. And I thought, aha, he has reached that point where he's realized he's going to learn a valuable lesson of when you have to accept these are the decisions that I've made for some version of some app, and even though I know better now, they're in place. I'm going to have to go with them. Don't do that. Don't do that for our community application, our community game, because that's all part of the fun. But yeah, that is a real problem, right? There is a problem, especially with stuff like this, where you're doing essentially a version 1.0 app, game, whatever it may be, and you know that maybe something you've done is not how you would do it now, but it's there and it works and it's baked in place and other people have seen it and they're using it, and you just have to accept, okay, that's what it is until a new patch comes around, a new something, right? It's terrible. It's a dreadful thing because everything inside us says, no, I got to go back and make that better. Believe me, we all relate to this. But ultimately, yeah, Coco types kids. I know. Oh, all right. Okay. So let's keep going here. So now that we've got a list of things to put on the map, right? Um, and again, I want to stress full credit to Hacking with Swift here, Paul Hudson, right? Um, I'm explaining this as we go here, and I have done this, but it's just quicker and easier to use his excellent example. Not stealing it, all right? Every credit must go to him for this. Uh, so yeah, we can the little balloons, right? So what you do is then, right, and I'm just gonna borrow this, but this will be highly customized eventually. We actually what we'll do is we'll take this whole map here and replace it, and I'll talk about it. So not only do we have the region now, right? I'm going to keep my ignore safe area in place, but we're also adding in an extra argument, which is the annotation items, which is this locations array up here, right? And then in each one, we're going to say add a map annotation. And I'm trying to remember who it was. There was someone was asking about this on Twitter. I think Halux it may have been. So, buddy, if you're watching this, and I said, hey, challenge accepted. This may be the challenge right here, right? Um, so you're going to add an annotation. You want it to be a circle because um, eventually I'm going to need custom looking annotations for this, right? A red circle, a stroke, a red stroke, line width of 3, and a frame, right? But let me go ahead and run this. So here's what you got, right? You got exactly what you expect, but they are based on the cool, the location itself, right? If I can do this here, let me see if I can. I'm gonna try and use the keyboard here at the same time, right? Hang on, and see if I can make this happen with my sort of two-handed reverse left-handed approach here. Hang on, see if I can get it to. Hang on, whoop. I'm trying to get the zoom to work. Well, okay, I can't get my keyboard. Too many fingers. But if you zoomed in and so on, you'll see that they are the locations. All right, so we've got those. But we want more than that because that's not really going to give us too much, right? You can pass in any Swift UI you want, which is fantastic because I have a custom one that I want to build for what I need. So in here as well, you will see this is going to be another important factor. We'll all be familiar with this, right? You got your pinpoints. You tap on your annotation pin. You want it to do something. So and that's exactly what I want. So for now, let's just go again with what's in here. Make sure I put this in the right place. Right. So when you tap on the circle, it's just going to print the location name. Let's give it a go. Well, actually, you know what? Hang on. Let's do this. This will actually be a lot easier if I run it here in the simulator. Those damn kids force me to make things perfect. They sit there and jeer me if my code is less than fully ideal. Yeah, they did that to me. Wait a minute. Isn't that what you guys do to me? Just say it. Just say it. Do we all need therapy? Do we need to go to as a family to therapy? Is that what we need? I just realized when I run this, it's going to run the login screen, which for the app, which is not fully hooked up yet. But there's my nice SwiftUI login screen. Okay, so let's see if we can get it to run in here. And I need to. Oh, wait. Okay, there you go. Double tap to zoom. Hang on, I'm going to keep going. So I don't think I can go any more than that. But you can see there's Buckingham Palace right there, right? Now I'm tapping, and you can, but I'm not seeing. I try and make it fit on the screen here. I'm tapping, probably incorrectly. Hang on. On the tap gesture, maybe it's just because it's running in Xcode. It's not printing that I tapped on the location. That may be limitation of what's going on here in Xcode. I'll test it. Hold on, I know what I can do here. Let me go over to here and change the main interface to, oh, you know what? I'm sorry, I forgot. Let's change it here, right? Let's change it so we go straight to the map view. See if that's going to work for us. Fingers crossed. I think it's not going to like that. But we'll see. Nope, it's okay. All right. Okay. So there you go. As I tap on it over here, you can see I tapped on Buckingham Palace. Perfect. That's what I needed. Okay. And it gets that name, by the way, from here, just so you know. And we will, there is going to be a navigation link. What my intention in the app here, though, is that there will be a link in the annotation that when you tap it, it is going to, right now, it needs one functionality. And that one functionality is that you'll tap it to open maps to get directions, right? Compile therapy. Dude, that's perfect. This isn't therapy. It's not there. It's reverse therapy for me. Torture therapy. I don't know. don't click that. You've not checked it. Dang, I so want to click it right now. If it doesn't, you know what? I'm actually regretting now. If that doesn't exist, someone needs to go get that right now, and I'll just swap out compile Swift everything for compile therapy. And there'll just be one page that says, let's just talk about feelings. How do you feel about Xcode? Is that where the anger comes from? Is it Xcode's fault? Yes, it is. Okay, sorry. Let's add in, I'm not sure what this one's going to do. Let's have a look here. Oh, okay, so if the navigation link, direction, use it to a different view when the annotation is tapped. Okay, so in this case, I can tell you right now, as any of you would know, with the navigation link, you can actually put in place the view right here. So it would actually just go to a view with the location name, Buckingham Palace, just so you know, right? And that would be the navigation title. So I'll put that in place just so I've got it as a reminder for myself later on. Make sure I get the whole thing here. Yeah. Just so you can see it running. And then later on I need to remember to go back and replace this with proper code. Or maybe I'll just let the other developer take care of this. Okay, so I tap on this. Actually, let me see if I can. I gotta try and zoom in here. Hang on. Okay. But now actually I'm tapping and it's not doing anything. I think, have I got to tap on the red? Have I made this incredibly impossible for myself? I think I have. Keep getting closer. Don't need to be any closer than that. Thank you. I can't. Can't do it. Wait. Let's just do this. Yeah. There you go. Compiletherapy.com/blame the kids. And it's just got a picture of compileswift. It's just got a picture of Cocoa Type's kids that don't exist. Sorry, Cocoa Type. Is that a revelation for you? Okay. I can't. That may just be me doing it here. It's not that I'm not getting it. But that's what it would do. It would go to a link view if I could get it over there. Yeah. So thank you, Paul. That is exactly what we needed this to do, right? So now what I need to do here is customize this a little bit with what's the fill color? How do I is it just color? I can't remember. Anybody? Remember how to fill the circle color? Is it just this? I can't remember. Let's try it. Let's do white. Everyone in the chat room's like, no. That's not what it is at all. Okay. You're a great therapist. I've suddenly overcome my pain. Wait till you get the bill, buddy. Wait till you get the bill. I think I would make more as a therapist than I would as a developer. I don't know. All right, so we didn't get a. Oh, I wonder if is it as simple as I could remember. I should have looked this up, shouldn't I? Right? But I don't like to look things up ahead of time and spoil the fun by knowing that I'm going to get it right. Watch this go boom. Nope, there you go. Okay. It is a square. Notice. Funny that it is a square, right? I wonder why it's a square. Well, I guess actually what it's showing is that because the background color, it's actually going to the bounds of that view, which would be a square, not a circle. Although you would think that if you put it on the circle, the background of the circle. Oh, you know what? Hang on. It's going to be another one of those things. It's going to be all about the order, isn't it? I just know it. Typical SwiftUI modifiers. You've got to remember to get the order correct. Oh, I just realized. Hang on. Sorry. Let me check something. I totally forgot to turn my light on. How are you even seeing me? And you don't need to hear me talking to myself in the background, right? Cannot infer what the hell you're talking about. Oh, that's interesting. Why does it not like... Here you go. Look, you can see me now. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint you. I know that's not what you wanted. Does it have to go before the... Doesn't make any sense that should foul, but I'm probably misunderstanding something. Okay, so that still puts it there. Here's the weird thing. If I take it out of there and put it here, why doesn't it like that? All right, don't understand why that order matters, but I now want to fix this. So, because I do need this. So hang on one second. SwiftUI circle fill. I don't need it to be animated. Add create a circle image. Nope. Guess I could look at Apple's documentation. Sometimes they've got it right. Conforms to shape. We knew that, right? Going in. Stroke. Fill. Right there. Fills the shape of the color or gradient. Did I just miss the obvious here? But I thought it didn't like this. Yeah, I didn't like that. Is it not liking it because of where I put it? Yeah, it's not that. Is it because of what, I guess it's because of what I put them in there, right? I just want to fill it with the color, but it needs a fill style. Why do they have to make this more complicated than it needs to be? Fill, content. Content, the color or gradient use, yeah. Style. Content. Oops, hang on, did it? Hey, Nicholas. Oh, hey, oh my gosh. Oka Burgos, did I get that right? Do you think it's fill color red? Let's try it. I thought I tried that, but thank you. Let's try it. So let's do color white. I thought when I did that, it didn't like something. Okay, that's probably just because I got it in the wrong place for some reason. It likes it there. Nope. Same thing. Did I put it? I did put in what you got, right? Yeah. Value of some view, value of type some view has no member fill, except see, that's the thing, right? This is what's weird, right? If I put it there, doesn't work. Doesn't not happy. If I put it here, it's somewhat happy. But I think it is because of the it's not gonna like, right? Like if I put dot white you know, color.white, white, it's not going to like that. The error on the stroke line may be that you have to add color.red instead of red. I mean, the stroke line does actually work. That's the. I'll try it, but the dot red does actually work. But let's go with it. Let's. I'm gonna go with you here, because I mean that it should work either way, right? Yeah. Because if I let me walk myself backwards here. If I do this, you'll see that this will run just fine. My red stroke, right? It's the I think it's being the problem here is this shape style, right? I think that that's probably what's going on here. I think this shape style, as much as I'm trying to avoid it, I'm not going to be able to. Shape filled with the foreground color. All right, you know, Apple, you could give us an example, but you know, let's do this. SwiftUI shape style. Whoops. Fill. Ah, John Sundell's got something here. Oh, Sundell, sorry. What's he got going on here? See, he's got a fill. Custom modifier that lets us any shape by stroking and filling it. Content, line width, background. Yeah. See, we should have put in place that thing to ban me from using Stack Overflow. Let's just do this. Let's just bar both of those right there, right? Take those out. Maybe that was just, maybe that's how you do it now. Okay, while is not a color. There we go. Okay. That's weird. All right, so you do a background with a circle in it with a color, foreground color. So, okay, that works. I'll do it. I mean, I'll go with that for now. Okay, so that fills our circle. Now, hang on though. Let me go back here because what I'm looking for, I'm wondering my navigation link probably wasn't working because I'm not inside a navigation view, right? Is that fair to say? I think that's fair to say. And like I say, this not going to end up being this anyway. What I actually want, so you know what? I'm sitting here saying that. I should just take that out right now. Dump. What? What did I? Now I'm curious. What did I miss here? Oh, let me think. Hang on. The final version of this actually is going to navigate out of the app. I'm going to leave that there for now as a reminder that that's something I need to do, actually. All right. Thank you, Okaburgos. I'm sorry if I'm just totally mispronouncing that, but thank you for your suggestion. Looks like we got this working for us here, so we're going to go with that. And you know what? I mean, this is very readable, even if it doesn't make sense to me. The other version, the other way should work, but what do I know? Not enough, apparently. All right. So we got that in place. Now, what's going to happen is in the final version, when I build this up with the data, you're going to click on one of these. Two things need to happen, actually. You're going to click on one of these, and it's going to bring up a little pop-up with the information, probably a name and a telephone number, and the button to get directions. Which is fine, because we've already got the location, right? Because that's how we set the point. So I'm hoping we can pipe that into essentially the Apple's navigation app. Well, navigation within the directions within the map app. The other thing that needs to happen is I need to keep track. Somehow I got to set this up so that if there's one that you've clicked on already, I need that one that you've clicked on to be a different color on the annotation so that you know that you've clicked on it, which hopefully that makes sense, right? So if there's 5 items and I've clicked on 3 of them is going to be one color, 2 of them is going to be a different color. But I don't have everything I need yet to do that because I need to set up some other things outside of the map view for that as well, for various parts. But I think that this is actually working quicker than I thought it was going to be. I'll be honest. Let's see what it'll be. We were about we were about an hour into the stream, something like that, and I thought this was going to take longer. So, wow, way to go, SwiftUI. Okay, that is this one. Something else I need to set up here. We may as well do this while we're looking at this on the settings tab. Right now, it's just got a text label, right? I just set up 3 tabs. Let me change the app. The other thing that's nice here is that I can just quickly change these here and set them up and run it, right? So he says, let's try it. Okay, so I've got my 3 tabs at the bottom, right? It's going to be a list on one. The settings one is nothing right now. And then our map one is our map one that I just set up. But I haven't, you'll notice, I got to put a background on these tabs at the bottom. That's something I just realized that I forgot to do. But on my map, here it is, right? And let's just zoom in a bit. I want to check something. See if it remembers its state, and it does. Perfect. Look at that. Out of the box, it's just going to remember where I'm at. Awesome. Okay. Look at that. How cool is that? All right. Now, on my tabs, though, on my 3 tabs here, I do need to set. I feel like in my brain, I'm already going to do this the wrong way. I need to set a background here, and immediately I'm thinking I can draw a shape with a Z stack, but no, that feels like this the easiest way to me, right? Probably wrong. I hear you all screaming, no, you're right, idiot. But what I mean by that is this, right? In my tab view with my 3 tabs, I could do a Z stack and see if this will work, just to prove my theory, and you'll understand, so you can at least see what I'm getting at, right? So my Z, it's got these, like so. I could put a rectangle in here. I'll give it a frame. We'll just put something in there, a width of I'm just going to guess some numbers so you can see it on the screen. These are not the right numbers, but you'll see what I'm getting. And then we'll give it a background color of, let's just do blue for now so we can see it. Looks beautiful, isn't it? You'll see. There you go. Ship it. No, just kidding. I've never figured out why, even when you put the color here, I've noticed I had this situation the other day while I was just building something out. It always defaults to the black there. I don't know. It's weird to me, but let's try and get this right. Nicholas says, the powers of SwiftUI. I know, right? The powers of SwiftUI. Well, once you start messing with SwiftUI, it's very hard. It's not hard, but you go back to the old. I was talking about this with one of my developers the other day, and I was saying, look, once they'd never use SwiftUI, and I said, look, let's build this out with SwiftUI, and trust me, once you see this and you realize how much less code is involved with the view, you'll have a hard time going back doing it the other way. But here's the big but with SwiftUI. And if you listen again, latest podcast episode, I talk about this, compileswift.com/podcast. You'll hit some situations where you'll want to do something with SwiftUI and you'll be like, oh, I'm going to have to do this in UIKit right now because it just doesn't work, or there's no component for it, or something like that. It happens, right? But let's put my let's get rid of this, and I'm just gonna bring this down. Actually, you know what? Hang on. Maybe I can do this all in one. No. Okay, let's just do it this way. So let's just make it. Put it there. But actually, the what I need to do, because I foolishly did this wrong. Actually, if nobody noticed this, then, well, shame on you, because I didn't notice it. Shame on me. That should actually have been the other way around. Right? Have view, and then put my rectangle in there. There we go. Okay. I don't think I need the alignment here, but let's put the color back in. And I don't want it to be in the center. I actually need it to be at the bottom. Don't want to use absolute positioning on this though, because I do need this to be, you got to do this right. You got to have it so that it works on every orientation and multiple screen sizes, right? Although my background color is not coming in there, funny enough. I don't know why that is. Everything. So I've got my tab view with my 3 tabs. The reason I'm doing this, by the way, and let me just check that my theory is correct, because if I do this and put a background of, say, color blue here, actually that's not what I was expecting either. I thought the problem was going to be it was going to make the whole background color blue up here, which is definitely not what I want, but maybe I can do it this way. See, it says the views background to the default background style. Of course, you can override that, right? But that's I thought for sure it would be setting the whole view. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not what it does. I only need the portion at the bottom to be blue. That's what I need. I only want a section that I define down here, right? So that, for example, it's opaque there. Make sense, right? So outside of this one here, shouldn't be, I think it wouldn't be as, yeah, I don't want that inside the Z stack, but that's what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. I want it to persist between all of them, but I don't want it in the middle there. Funny that, again, it's still not coming in blue though. Oh, hang on. No, but I messed up the wrong one. No, there you go. Yeah, okay. Now, what I need to do though is adjust the position of this. Positions the center of this view at the specified coordinates in its parent coordinate space. Yeah, I'm a little apprehensive about using this just because I do specify the position. Feels like, can I do, I wonder if I can do this. Okay, I was wondering if I could just say, hey, the bottom of the view, right? And I'm not going to use, I don't want to use Geometry Reader to get these values because I know Cocoa Type will be like, Geometry Reader. And actually, I don't think I need to. I think I can do this using, I had a, where was it? I wrote an extension somewhere that would just give me the size of the screen. I'm trying to remember what I did with it. It'll give you, right? So you could go, what's the, oh, hang on. I'm making this harder than it needs to be. I think I am. No, maybe I'm not. I thought that I could probably anchor it to the bottom, but let's see. Yeah. Okay. I thought I could get a super easy, like, save myself some trouble, but nope. All right, we'll calculate it. So I can't remember the. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm 9 years ago. Okay, I think that's the one. Except that, well, it's old and it's written in Objective-C, but I can convert it to Swift. But I know I've seen a newer version. And I'm lazy, so I could probably just put them straight in, right? So my position XY will be almost, but I want the width. Actually, start there. All right. Looks like also that is the, yeah, okay, so that is the midpoint within, right? We're not going out of our area here, right? The safe zone, whatever you want to call it. What other options do I have? Did I see a... So for this one, I could do the width divided by 2. I'm going to put it in the middle. All right, and at the same time, my width here needs to be this width. But I think there's going to be an interesting gotcha. Hang on. Oh no, I thought it was going to give me some miscalculations based on the safe zone, but no, it doesn't. All right, and then this one's going to be the tricky one. And we're going to need it be minus my height, right? So my height's 100. But let's play safe. Go a little off the screen. Think about 140 feels about right. Let's try it. And we'll rotate the device as well. Fingers crossed. Somebody somewhere's going like, dude, bad math, bad math. So I can rotate the device. Let's do this. Bring it back over here. Okay. All right, run it. Now let's see though if my calculations are correct. Yeah, see that's what I thought was going to be the problem. Is it because... Oh, doesn't that look nice in landscape? Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah. I'm also curious, right? If I... It's weird to me that... Oh, because the tab... Of course, this makes perfect sense. The rectangle is behind the tab view. And the tab view... Well, actually, the rectangle should be in... Yeah, okay, it's behind the tab view. And the tab view takes up this entire screen. So the problem is, I haven't quite solved my problem here, have I? Because if I put it back down here, I see this, but it is genuinely in front of the tab view, which is in front of the icons. Does that make sense to everybody? So the reason that we see it over here, I should have seen this coming, is the shape's in place, the icons are behind it and you can't see them. the shape moves out of the way on different calculation, incorrect calculations in landscape mode, but you do see the icons again. That's the problem, right? That's the problem. Okay, I haven't quite solved it. You got the right shape, it's just not where I want it to be. And I'm gonna go crazy nuts here. This should not work at all. I'm gonna try and treat it as a tab and it won't work. Shouldn't work. Yeah, see? Empty tab. And just want to make sure. Okay, but I do have my shape. I'm just gonna have to figure out. Any suggestions, anybody? Can I put it in? Got to be an easy answer to this. And the answer can't possibly be to put it in as a shape and then use a mask. Because that doesn't make any sense. The other answer is, well, no. Make the map smaller, but I don't want to do that. That feels like that's just wrong. Yes, I could, though. Take a look at that for a second. I tell it not to ignore the safe area. And then I drop off the height. I can still put a background in there for this view. Yeah, it just feels like a hack around, doesn't it? That doesn't feel right. What are you trying to do? I've been playing video games. Oh, Cocoa type. So Cocoa type, what I'm trying to do feels like it should be simple, but apparently not. What I'm trying to do here is these 3 tab icons down here. Let me put this back in so you can see it. Hang on. Right? I got this shape that I was drawing a shape to be a background for the tab icons at the bottom. But then it dawned on me it's not going to work because the tab view is the entire view, right? The reason I need this, and I'm all pressure on Cocoa type now, but he's a genius, is because what I want, right? So let me get rid of this blue. You'll see it. I got these icons down here, right? On the map view. Oh, well, dang it. If how did I just solve this problem? I didn't do anything. The problem was that of course. I've solved the problem because I was going out of the, on the map view. Let me go back, right? On the map view, I was ignoring the safe area, but I've inadvertently solved my own problem in a way that I didn't expect. But this is interesting because this is what I want. And I can change this background color here. But I kind of want the map to go up over here. It doesn't really matter that much. I just would like to do it. But if I ignore, can you tell it to ignore just the top safe zone? Is that a thing? Is that a thing Apple would even be happy with? Should I even be thinking about this? Maybe I shouldn't even do that. All right. I'm going to have to talk with my other developer on this because I'm not sure. Maybe I should just, maybe that'll be a bit weird if because if let me run it again. I like it like this. And if I did the bit at the bottom, but maybe that would be too weird. And maybe this shouldn't go up behind here. Maybe that's not something I should do. Take another look. Maybe I should just leave it alone. Maybe aesthetically it's better to just leave it alone. Oh, that gets weird, doesn't it? See, that's okay, but that looks decidedly weird. So maybe I should specify at least. If I specify the side, well, no, it's top and bottom, isn't it? I definitely don't like that. That's okay. Don't like that. I'm gonna have to go away and think about this. What I want to do here. Ignore safe area. All of them. Edges top. Okay. Cocoa type, you're awesome. I'm gonna try that. My own treasury had a work meeting. Working? Really? My own treasury? Just because it's Monday for you? Do what I do. Do heaps of code and then learn a better way and get frustrated. Haven't you not been paying attention to the stream? Okay. You know what? I'm gonna try Cocoa because I definitely don't like the way that looks right now. And I like if I can do it this way. So you ignore all of them and then you put one back is you ignore. Okay. Thank you, Cocoa type. Let's try that. Easy to type, right? Yeah. All right. Moment of truth. That's perfect. I can live with that. And I can set the background color at the bottom. That's cool. That's a weird one, right? I mean, I guess you can put in a conditional that says, hey, if it's landscape. What am I other? You know what? Would this allow? Is this edges? I have to look it up. I wonder if I can do. Yeah, that's okay. I was gonna say I was wondering if I could do an array. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was wondering too. Let's try it, right? Perfect. Look at that Cocoa type. And there's Cocoa type saying he doesn't know SwiftUI that well. I gotta allow that bot orientation. Yeah. If I was to be really picky, I'd want a little bit more here. It's a little too close to the icons for my liking, but that's just me being picky. But that's awesome. Thank you, Cocoa type. You rock, buddy. Is it the hot sauce that just kicked that brain into overdrive for you? Hey, you know what? I just realized the fans just came on my M1 max whatever here. I wonder what made the fans come on. Xcode, right? Wow, it's so funny because I've only made them come on once that I didn't even notice until just now that it was that was making the noise. I'm wondering what made it do it now. Be funny if it was just rotating the simulator that made the fans come on, right? Okay, perfect. All right. Okay, so we're looking good. This is everything we need here, except for one thing. And watch me just completely destroy this now. I do want, on these tabs, a background color. This blue. Oh, you know what? Why am I still getting the blue? Thank you. Thank you, Xcode. Jeez. I think I do want. I'm gonna think here. I gotta go. Actually, you know what? I need to go back and check my designs in Figma and pull out the color sets, because I think it's actually the blue from this one. I think this blue here is what is what I've got specified. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I'm an idiot. And I did set that. It's in here. Backing panel. Yeah. I may have put that in the wrong. Let me think. I may only need it on this one. Is he going to let me do that? Is he going to complain? Or it didn't complain, it just didn't do it. Okay, I got to fix that. All right. I really would have liked to set it once for all three, and I'm sure I can. I just forgetting the obvious. Oh, yeah, of course. Thank you. I now need to do the reverse and ignore the safe area. Thank you, Coco type. Yeah. So I never thought to do it then. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I never even knew that one. That you can just put it in line there. Well, no, I still got it wrong. Maybe I do have to do it on a per tab. Coco types like, no, dude, you're typing it wrong. Oh, I really must be typing something wrong. Oh. Oh, I did get. Maybe I'm. Hang on, I bet I got the name wrong. Tracking dash panel. Yeah, see? Nobody spotted my intentionally stupid thing. I mean, it was only me that named it. I should have had the head of naming things name things, you see. That was my mistake, right? I mean, right now you're just applying the background to the text. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Don't worry, Coco type. I'm an idiot. Well, no, maybe I'm not that much of an idiot after all. Hang on, we'll find the right one. Sorry, it probably should have been the tab view, because the tab view takes up the whole thing. Try again. Randomly typing stuff. You're going to hit it eventually. No? Well, what am I doing wrong? Oh, you know what though? I put it there, right? Now I'm curious. I can set the color. It would be awesome if I could set the background color per tab and have it change. That actually would be great. You can. How cool is that? Yeah, okay. Awesome. I mean, that I got to fix some stuff there, but the fact that you can have a different one for each of those is actually pretty cool. But it's funny that you can't seemingly set it there. Or did I just put it in the wrong place originally? But I like that each one can have a different color. I don't think it would be a great user experience, but I could see a value in that. No, okay, all right. Well, it's fine. I'll keep it there for now. Just while I'm working. Actually, having it there, having it here is the one that I really needed on right this minute, so I can fix up my other colors, because I do need to fix up again. I got to go back to my reference set here, but the icons actually should be white for activated. Yeah, look how fantastic that is. It's enough to make you choke. Don't worry. This view by the time it's finished is going to be more than that. This one probably only works because the map being the full screen, it's just going to fill the area, right? So yeah, these should be white when they're activated, and I've got another color that I'm not sure on yet for the non-activated version. So that's what I got to fix up. Okay. Now I wonder though, just for grins, that work just like that, since I'm using good old SF symbols. Maybe it should just be color, since it is technically text, I guess, right? I would have thought foreground color would have done it though. Randomly hacking shit. That should be another domain name I need to own. Okay, yeah, I'm just clutching at straws. I'll do that, fix that up. Okay, I think I need to leave it there because I need to go pull all my other color assets in now and fix and get all of that I need, and then go through and I also need to build out these tabs, and I got a whole bunch of stuff in that document that I really don't want you to see. So, randomly hacking .it. Yeah, that's exactly. You know, someone's gonna get that pointed to my website and go, "This is the dude." All right, I have got what I need here right now. So that's awesome. Give me 1 second, and I will be right back, folks. All right. Okay. So we've got what we need here. I'm not going to check this in just yet because I don't want to confuse the other developer who's working on this with me, and they'll be like, "Dude, stuff's going to the wrong place." Oh, oh man, who's going to get there first? Someone's going to get there first. I may do it. Okay. Sorry, folks. Something else, but I may do it. Oh, that would be great. I don't know what I'd put up there, but just for the value of having it. All right. Unless he beats me to it. Maybe he'll beat me to it. So, okay. Got my tabs in. I got my map in. Fantastic. This is all going exceptionally well. Just waiting for the hammer to drop as to what's not going well here. But this is good. We got this. We got the map. I need to get with my developer for my data source here, and then we can power this up properly. I have 2 more views to do on this app, and then by golly, I think I'm almost there. I do have some. I got to do some validation and fun stuff, but I think for hang on, what's this? No, okay. I think for right now, I got where I need to be surprisingly well. Again, with the help of the chat room. Thank you, everybody. So I gotta get to some other stuff here. I gotta get to some jobby job things, but hey, YS Boom, randomly hacking art. I didn't even know there was a .art extension. Is also, I guess everything's an extension these days, right? Yeah, $4.99. Yeah, reserved by some guy called DNS probe finished X domain. Doesn't that sound awfully lot like, you know how it is, right? Those urban legends that are true. As soon as you Google a domain, you search a domain on one of these services, somewhere along the way that service reserves it so that they can now charge you more for it, right? Totally believe that. Thank you, YS Boom. I totally believe that. Okay, you know what? Before I go any further, let's just take a quick. I just need to do a quick recce here. So this one needs my list. This one is the settings screen for the app that needs a whole bunch of stuff in there. I need to finish some layout stuff. See how quickly you can do what I think is a pretty good looking design, in my opinion, on SwiftUI, right? Just looking through my views quickly. Yeah, okay. And then I've got this one. All right, fantastic. Okay, I think we're there, folks. I think this is where we need to be right now for me to regroup, go have some conversations, and come back and work on the next lot. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today on this earlier stream. I should explain. I'm doing the earlier time on a Sunday because I'll be honest. By the time it gets to Sunday night, I'm all but dead to the world. I'm sure you can all relate to that. And it's a lot easier for me to be more consistent on a Sunday at this time of day when I'm still wide awake and do this and then keep the Wednesday one. Our next gaming stream, by the way, on Wednesday, we got some new stuff in there. We're all busily working away on our community game. So tune in next Wednesday on that, compileswift.live. And check that out. We got some refactoring going on by my own treachery. Shout out to you, buddy. I updated some graphics. So those of you that are taking part in the project, go pull the repo. I updated the button graphics and I've got to work more on that. But I got some stuff done yesterday and a new podcast episode out, compileswift.com/podcast. It's been a busy couple of days, hasn't it? And we got the benefit of now we can go back. And I need to go back and make a highlight from CocoType's stream before that goes through too. We can't let that slip. So that's that. Hey, CocoType, when's your next stream, buddy? You saw those graphics, my own treachery. I copied them over to my branch. Great, thank you, my own treachery. They're just a little bit better, a little more consistent, I think. But CocoType, put in your next stream, buddy. Put it in the chat. When I recover from a capsin-induced coma. I was wondering. It's like, yeah, he can't talk for a week now because pain. The pain. Oh my gosh. I was almost in tears and I wasn't even taking the stuff. So there you go. All right. I am going to take a break here. I'm going to stop. I'm going to go and play some Borderlands 3 for a little while. And then I got a bunch of extensions, DLCs on there I need to work through. So I'm going to play some Borderlands 3 for a little bit. And I really need to get back in the habit of streaming some of my game playing as well over on UI Buzz. Check that out on Twitch as well. But anyway, that's it. Thank you, everybody. CocoType says Monday at 7 p.m. if he is still in the land of the living, which, you know, as long as he doesn't do it again, I think he'll be okay. That's it, folks. Thank you so much to everybody who took part in the chat and helped out with all of my stupid coding. Awesome chat room as always, and I will see you in the next one. If you need me, if you want to reach out to me, compileswift.com, compileswift, and all the usual networks. That's it. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.